Coach Marcus, back in the win column, just your overall thoughts on the performance this afternoon.
First thing I would say is credit to our team, the 14 guys in the locker room. Over the course of the last 24 hours, all we talked about was on these second days of tournaments where you do not play in the championship game, more times than not, the team that winds up winning the game is a team that's more energized and excited to be there and have the opportunity to compete. So I'm proud of our guys for sticking with it. It wasn't pretty in the first half, but I thought the game was really solidified in the first 4 minutes of the second half with the way that we came out of the locker room. We've done that the last 3 games now, really come out of the gates well in the second half. We need to do that at the beginning of the game too. But proud of the group. Good to get out of here with a win and get back to San Francisco.
Marcus, your thoughts?
I feel like you said, first half we came out sluggish, kind of playing into their hands and their tempo, and so we just made some adjustments, more so on energy in the defensive side in the second half, and we came out with some pop and some energy, and that alone just changed the rhythm of the game for us.
You had 20 points the other night, a season high. How'd you continue that moving into today?
Just playing within the flow of the offense, trying to take the right shots, moving the ball, and, when you feel it or you get an open shot, just our offense creates a lot of movement and open shots and just take them and they were falling, so happy to be my night.
Coach, a lot of depth in the guard position. You mentioned Ryan Beasley. Just what'd you see out of him this afternoon?
Yeah, I thought it was his best game since coming here to USF. I thought he looked super comfortable, and he actually helped us get the lead in the first half with his minutes. I think he knocked down 2 threes, provided some really good energy, a good spark off the bench. But I'm not surprised at all. That's what we expect out of him. He's still figuring it out and getting his feet wet. But I think he will be a guy, as the year goes on, you see a steady improvement in his play.
Defensively, out of the halftime break, you guys didn't allow them to score for quite a few minutes. What was the message on that side of the ball?
Yeah, we need to take it a little bit more personal, on the defensive side. And, we had certain keys, certain things that we talked about before the game, maybe being a little bit more sticky in the gaps off the ball, and that can't affect the energy or the tenacity that you play with from a defensive standpoint. I thought we adjusted at halftime and came out with the right intention from a defensive standpoint. So and that kicked off our offense. We were able to get out in transition and play with more pace and get some separation there in the first 4 minutes of the second half.
Marcus, you guys had a fairly solid day on the glass as a group. Just what was Coach's message heading into the game?
Just beat a tougher team. That's a big emphasis for us every game, just to win the glass. And we start off good. Most of the time in the first half we win the glass, but let up in the second. So just to play a full 40 today and, beat a tougher team throughout the whole game.
This is for both of you guys. Mobo missed only 1 shot again. Just seems like anytime you put the ball around the rim or even the backboard, he gets it and brings it down. Just what does it mean to play with him, Marcus? And Coach, what does it mean to have him on the roster?
It means a lot, playing with a guy like J-Mo, probably one of the most athletic guys I've ever been around, and most selfless guys too. I know he's scoring the ball, but he's selfless in many ways. It's amazing, and I'm just lucky to have a guy like that on the team.
Yeah, again, that's kind of what he does. When you're dunking the ball, you should shoot a good percentage, but he does so much for us aside from that. He anchors our defense. We can play him on a number of different guys. He can really guard 2 through 5, but provides really solid rim protection and helps generate second scores for us. I think him and Chips are doing an amazing job for us in terms of just making some effort plays, which lead to second and third scoring opportunities for us, which are huge. And we talk about that and applaud those guys with just how hard they play.
You have another team that was actually in this tournament, different division, coming to town in a few days. Just how do you keep the momentum rolling into that game?
Yeah, it's going to be a hard game. They're undefeated. They beat this DePaul team on the road in Chicago. They're very well coached. They play hard, and they force a lot of turnovers. So we're going to get back home, get our rest, But the message is going to be sent loud and clear that we're going to be ready to go and ready to compete and ready to fight on Wednesday night.